In October 1976, Atari dropped a driving game called Night Driver, and it completely changed how we look at video games. You sit behind a steering wheel, step on the gas, and race down a pitch-black highway at night. Sounds simple, right? Except before this, almost every driving game either used a top-down perspective or forced you to stare at moving toy cars on a printed track. The whole thing started when Atari programmer Dave Shepard was handed a single piece of paper showing a German arcade game called Nürburgring 1. Given no hardware schematics or source code, Shepard reverse-engineered the perspective math entirely during his daily highway commute, figuring out how roadside markers expand and shift relative to speed. Running on a MOS 6502 processor, setting the game at night was a genius technical cheat. The dark surroundings eliminated the need to render background scenery or terrain, letting the 1 MHz chip focus entirely on tracking 16 white roadside pylons. Due to hardware limitations back then, they couldn't render a car on screen alongside the road, so Atari decided to cheat again. On the original upright cabinet, they slapped a static plastic car graphic right onto the glass screen bezel, sitting directly over the display, so it looked like you were staring over the hood of your own vehicle. It completely defined the first-person arcade racing genre, and even got a legendary home port on the Atari 2600 in 1980 by Rob Fulop. Squeezing a 3D perspective onto a console with no frame buffer and only 128 bytes of RAM was an absolute nightmare, but Fulop pulled it off, finally giving players a real, movable car sprite instead of a sticker on their TV screen. It was a total masterpiece of clever engineering and freaking iconic. Like, comment, follow, and share for more.